That's a 2018 530E. She has a charging port. I think it has about 10 kilowatt hour battery. So on a flat road, not speeding, no AC, max I was able to get was about 18 miles. And then it switches to 2-liter engine. Nice part, when you go down the hills from the mountains, all your braking power gets regenerated back into the charging of the battery. Car is pretty dirty after 3 years, 2.5 years. I changed the tires because the Pirellis that came with the vehicle, they were no good to go into the mountains, so I got Michelin All Sport Generation 4. They just came out in 2020. It's 4-wheel drive, handles quite okay. 2018, when I was looking to buy, I also considered Tesla, but my Tesla was, with all the fees and credit, it was close to 90k. This car was, I think, under 50k out the door. So the trunk space is a little bit smaller because you have a battery under, just in case the tire goes flat. There is no space for the extra tire or anything, but of course you can stick your skis through. It has some of these logos. It's electric. It has blue on the rim and then blue grills. So that was different. I had 5 Series for the last 10 years. And this electric came for the same price as the regular 530. So in 2018 I was just like, why not? So that's after almost 3 years. So here it shows that while I was skiing, in 3 hours it was able to charge the battery. So I had this vehicle for several months in Missouri, and there the electricity price was basically 3 times cheaper to drive on electric than on gas per mile. Here in California, especially in Granite Bay area, PG&E, it's about the same gas or electric per mile. Nothing fancy, but you know, serves the purpose for the kids and stuff. And I don't know, I heard that Tesla owners have some of these quality complaints where the gaps don't necessarily align perfectly like a German quality, but I do love Teslas too. I hope that in the next year or so Germans will start popping these electric vehicles out, or I'm gonna switch to Tesla, I believe. Or maybe it's gonna be a robo-taxi and we'll just get them to the door and don't even need a car. We'll see. Alright, I'll show on the hood quickly. Alright, since I rarely ever open, I forgot that you need to pull it twice. Oh, shame on me. Alright, so this is your 2-liter gas engine. Nothing too much to see here, it's all covered in plastic. And then I believe here, behind these grills, you see the electric motor. So you cannot really hear when one turns off and the other starts. Every time you start at the traffic light, it typically gets you going with electric, and then depending on the charge on your battery or your mode, it basically turns on electric. So overall, if you just running around the house, that battery is basically enough for the daily drive, especially if you're just taking kids to the soccer or whatnot. Again, up to 18 miles you can go full electric. You can set it where it goes maximum electric till it runs out of it, and then it will kick gas. So 2021 model comes with, I believe, 12 kilo watt hour batteries, and they say the range is increased a little bit. So anyway, this is not full electric vehicle, but definitely it regenerates all the braking every time you brake or go down the hill on the highway or whatever. Just recharges that battery, and then after 10 minutes you can go another mile or two on electric, and then at night or at charging station you just get it charged, and then you have your other, again, 16 to 18 miles again. And I don't know why Germans are so behind on electric revolution. I mean, they had the 8 series, but who's gonna buy those for 150k, and they only had 2 per dealership available when they came out. i3s are like kinda too little, those little bitty i3 series. I still don't understand why they don't have 5 and 7 series. Tesla has it, and these guys are falling behind in competition. Not sure what's going on. It has 2 exhaust pipes. That one is electric, so never really opened, just for looks. I installed the hitch for bicycle rack. That was like $400 or $500 at U-Haul. BMW doesn't have an option to install. You see? There is like a flap on the right side. And the left one doesn't have it. So the battery charged, I would say 85% in 3 hours, which I think they have 220 volts here then. At home is 110, and it takes about 9 hours, I would say, to charge. 10 kilowatt hour battery. So I think on average we pay about 25 cents a kilowatt hour, so about $2.5 to charge it, and then you can drive about 16 miles. Okay, so it's showing fully charged 16 miles are there of electric range. So basically they gave about $2.50 worth of charge here for free. So basically you take your kilowatt per hour price, multiply by 10 and divide by 16, you will know what's your price in dollars per mile that you drive using electric here. So I guess currently it's about 15 cents per mile to drive. That's what it costs on electric here in California. In Missouri, where kilowatt hour was about 11 cents, I think it was like almost 2.5 times cheaper. So there was, I'd say, about 7 cents per mile. And if gas here is about close to $4 a gallon, and you can drive 30 miles, what that makes, I guess, also around 15 cents per mile. Okay, the combined mileage right now is 35.7 miles per gallon. So here, if you turn on AC, the range drops from 16 to 10. 6 over 16, what that makes, like 40% or something? That's crazy how much AC takes off the range. I like the German design. That's why I've been buying Beamers for the last 10 plus years. But if they're not gonna get electric 5 Series, I'm gonna switch to Tesla, and I'm not sure what's a deal putting a big like 100 kilowatt hour battery like Tesla does, but these guys are behind of the curve. Overall, the vehicle is well built. I think good value, looks good, but we need to move to the new electric era. So BMW, get us the electric version ASAP, please.